Hi, folks. So today is 14th of January, and I'll be completing the editorial page of the Economic Times newspaper. So let's go through whatever articles are there and identify which one is the relevant one for any of the exams, which is regarding regulatory body preparation. Okay. So we have America, India first, and this is quite in news. Why? Because Joe Biden is going to leave the presidential house and uh, Donald Trump will be taking over. So this is not quite relevant because it's like one of those articles in which like they'll be discussing about what can be the benefits if Biden is is leaving and the Trump is joining. So there is a discussion on that, but there is no certainty on this. So let's leave it for now. Then we have live and let DEI thrive organically. So I think this is again not important, something which is related to political news. And when will you make them accountable? So I guess this doesn't seem much relevant to me. I think it's particularly discussing about what is happening in Delhi regarding elections and multiple issues. So will not talk about it. I think this is the one which is relevant as part of the economic syllabus, wherein we have this international organizations which we can discuss. So let's go ahead with this one. So BRICS EEIIU. So recently we know that there has been a merger of like multiple countries, right? In BRICS. Earlier, BRICS used to be Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, so now they have been introduced with five more countries. Let's find out what are those. So finding purpose and heft. So BRICS is now BRICS EEIIU, and it's sturdier for it. Indonesia's full membership into BRICS Plus last Monday is an opportunity for strengthening multilateralism. With the world's most populated country and number two and number four nations in the club, quantity does translate into geopolitical quality. So, what does it say that earlier in BRICS, or let's say even in BRICS now, there are multiple countries, right? So in this, we can see that China and India, which constitutes the world most populated country, so it has been in number two and number four nations in the club. And it tells that quantity does translate into geopolitical quality. So it basically talks about the dominance factor. It strengthens the hand of member countries like India that have served as a bulwark against BRICS morphing. So it tells that how India has been siding up, how India has been defensive against BRICS, morphing into an anti-West forum. So basically, with this one, this with this particular organization, we are not completely influenced by the Western culture. So it is anti-West culture which this particular group of organization is following. This means seeking and pursuing a free and active foreign policy intent on balancing alliances and partnerships with new opportunities. Okay. So unlike China and Russia, both major players and UNSC permanent members. This is United Nations Security Council, and we know China and Russia are the permanent members of that. Permanent members include just five nations, and they have the veto power also. So if one of them outcast in the whole voting ceremony, then the whole decision will be nullified. So it tells that unlike China and Russia, both major players and UNSC permanent members or new members with major leverage, such as leading oil and gas producers, Iran and the UAE, India, Brazil, South Africa, and Indonesia have no axe to grind with G7 countries. So here only we can see that in BRICS, we know that up up till S, we know that the South Africa is there. After that, E, which we can see maybe a few other countries. Then we know that Indonesia has joined the alliance very recently. Now it tells that there is no axe to grind with G7 countries. Their interest lies in developing access to funding, technology, and trade opportunity spanning across the globe. This quartered within the current DSET can work collaboratively to balance players with clearer geopolitical and geoeconomic interest and agenda. So they can also ensure that BRICS serve as the forum for countries that are big enough to matter but lack the leverage to make their voice count. Okay, so here it says that the BRICS, this group of countries, they serve as a forum for countries that are big enough to matter but lack the leverage to make their voice count. I mean, they don't get the opinion or they don't have a stand to make the chance. Okay. Given its diversity spanning the economic spectrum, India can anchor the quartet not as counterpoint within BRICS, but as the compass. GPS, if you will, keeping the group true to its purpose. So the emerging quartet, which is this group of organizations, should leverage this partnership beyond BRICS to multilateral and plurilateral fora. This should allow the growing intergovernmental organization to emerge as an ambitious yet pragmatic voice that serves to articulate the needs of developing countries as they balance growth and development with other global challenges. So this tells the final conclusion is meant for like whatever the countries we have, right, in this multilateral and plurilateral forum, they should allow the intergovernmental organizations to grow and emerge as an ambitious which can serve to articulate the needs of developing countries, okay, as they balance growth and development with global challenges. So that is all for today. Meet you soon tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.